We can see Procopcuic is sitting alone on the podium. That's a very rare sight. That's because this guy, Yerdualet MUKHAMBETOV, he was declared the winner, but after the protest from Daniel, he was declared the loser. He was upset, didn't show up to the podium. That's why Procopcuic, right from the podium, called him back to the table. He was like, if you have any doubts left, I'm gonna beat you up again. Show up to my table. He did exactly that, but the refs weren't having any of it. They didn't allow it to happen. Let's get back to the match, how it all started. So first of all, these guys arm wrestled, and the result was a little bit surprising to many. In the referee's grip, we can see that Daniel Procopcuic may have done some movement. It looked a little harsh to me, because it may have been a very small movement, but rules are rules. He moved in a referee's grip, and now after this start, he lifted his elbow. His elbow left the pad towards the front side, and that was the second foul. He was declared the loser. You can see the celebration on the Kazakh's face and the disappointment on the Moldovan Daniel Procopcuic's face. The next match, he comes back against a different opponent, smashes him straight to the pad. Not even a competition. The guy is on a mission. He was surprised. How can he even lose a single round in this competition? There's nobody on his level. So it's surprising to me. There were some slips that were right center table slips. They were given losses. But Daniel Procopcuic always slips in this weird way that feels a little different at WAF. In the straps, no competition at all. Like he just slams him down to the pad. And keep in mind, that's the number 2 guy. He's beating him so easily. That's the controversial part here. No, not this one, the next one. This was a false start, and I think an elbow foul on Yerdualet. There's the controversial point. The Kazakh guy thinks it's a pin. Daniel Procopcuic thinks it's a strap. The referee thinks it's a strap. And he's like, what is this bullshit? Who slips like that? Who allows this kind of slip? That's why he was upset. He's asking the referee, how can you allow this slip? And that was literally buried. He had the right to celebrate there. Like that, as per WAF standards, is a losing position slip. We can basically call it buried without it getting actually buried to the table. That is a win all day long. So that's why the Kazakh guy, he protested, and the protest was successful. He was declared the winner. I'll show you the replay because Daniel Procopcuic protested again, and then he was declared the winner. I'll tell you what happened, but before that, let's watch it in slow motion again. That's 0.25x speed. Did you see any false start there? I didn't, but you shouldn't have to slow down the footage that much to know if there was a false start or not. So that's why Procopcuic was mad. He didn't even shake his hand. You can see it right there. He was like, he pushed him away. Go away, the match is not over. You're gonna have to come back here. So the Kazakh guy's protest was successful. Procopcuic was like, my guy is also going to throw some money to the referee. It's like he's not bribing him or anything, but that's the protocol. You have to pay some fees to get the protest, to get the review. And that's where he was mad. His coach was also like, go, show him. And Procopcuic was like, come to the table. If you have any doubts left, I'm going to clear them right now. So that's a big thing. Procopcuic was declared the winner. He didn't have to do this rematch, but he asked his opponent for a rematch anyways. The referees weren't buying this bullshit from them. He was like, nope, not according to the rules. We don't care. You are the winner. This rematch cannot happen. It is not as per the rules. You can see the Kazakh guy is chalking up. Yerdualet is happy. He got his opportunity again. In the straps, he was not close, but without the straps, he was giving good challenge to Procopcuic. So that's why Procopcuic was declared the winner, no one else on the podium. It's a little unfortunate because I didn't see any false start from the Kazakh guy. I personally think the referees were kind of considering Procopcuic's star power, but that's how the results will go down in the history books.